What's up, guys? It is your boy back again with a video, and yeah, this one is going to be a little bit of a spicy one, I guess, depending on who you are, what side of the fence you guys may reside. But yeah, if you guys are big into the zombies community, you know that a lot of people are torn when it comes to Black Ops 6 Zombies, what was shown at COD Next, and you know, I'm not saying that that stuff has no merit to it. I'm not saying that there isn't things that we need to be cautious about. But I've seen a lot of unneeded, useless kind of hate online. And you know, I think it's one thing when you see gameplay of like a game and stuff like that. Like you could see something, and based off the environment and stuff like that, it could be completely different. So you know, like, all these people are saying that, like, you know, like, zombies is over as we know it and all that stuff. I don't necessarily think so. I do think there's a lot of changes that zombies has gone through, kind of pushed it towards a little bit more of like a Warzone player base. Now, whether that's good or bad is subjective to, I guess, what kind of era of zombies that you are more likely interested in and willing to play. So I lie on both sides of the camp, honestly. I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore zombies fan, but I have played zombies my entire life, and I understand both sides of the coin. Now, I remember back in the day in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and even Black Ops 4, I understand what people are saying with the maps have more aura and they're more creepy and designed in such a way where, you know, the lore and the story and everything is like tied together. It's dark, it's nice, and everybody's saying that Liberty Falls looks like a multiplayer map, which I'm not necessarily denying. But I personally think that maybe we are judging things a little bit too soon and being too rash, in my opinion. Like I said, I played both versions of zombies, the old school stuff and the new school stuff with Cold War and all that. And honestly, I'd have to say that, yeah, I'm more nostalgic for the old stuff, but I do have a good time playing the new modern zombies. I haven't really dug too much into Modern Warfare 3 zombies and that open world stuff over there. I didn't really play a whole lot of Firebase Z or whatever that game mode was called in Cold War. But at least with my friends, we kind of fell out of love for zombies for a little bit, and we were more heavy into the multiplayer aspect. But by the time Cold War's cycle was ending, we did go back and look at one map in particular, which we played a lot, and it was called Forsaken, I'm pretty sure. And that map, with all of the changes and stuff like that, I honestly had a really good time every night I jumped on. And I'm not going to say it's perfect. You know, obviously there's issues there, and there's some things that I would change, sure, like probably. But I think a lot of people are being a little bit too rash in kind of the whole scheme of what zombies has kind of been going through. A lot of people say zombies has been going through an identity crisis. You know, it's definitely influenced by Warzone. I think we can all, like, you know, we can't deny that. But I don't necessarily think all of the changes are a bad thing, and they are still learning from what they did in Cold War, what they did in older zombie maps, and the community's being vocal, and that's a good thing. I feel like constructive criticism is definitely valid, and it does have a place for Black Ops 6, and you know, the developers can look at what the community's saying, they can tweak some things, make some changes, and they can see what works, what doesn't work. I don't have a problem with that. But like the thumbnail and the title of this video, I feel like people are taking the hate a little bit too far and personal. On one hand, I understand it because, you know, you're passionate about a game or a series or whatever, what have you, that you've been involved in since like a very young age or for a good portion of your life. You know, everybody's like really passionate about zombies. The things I don't understand though is I watched a video by MrRoflWaffles, which he brought someone on that had, you know, a little bit of a different opinion. Some might even say controversial opinion about some of the zombies games. And apparently the guy got a lot of hate for that, just for having different opinions. And, you know, we kind of all got to remember that we're all human, you know, like we all want the same things. We want a fun game to play when the day is all said and done. But, you know, definitely going about that and attacking somebody's character and just throwing some really mean remarks at someone really is not the way to go about it. I mean, I'm not a hardcore zombies fan. So obviously, like, I might not be passionate as much as like some of you are about some of these issues, but I think what I say is still valid here, and it still stands that, you know, the only kind of criticism that we should be giving the game is constructive criticism. Sure, you may not like something, but especially like if someone has different views, you know, all this pointless hate, man, like it just has no place in gaming, honestly. And I'm not talking about the stuff that's like kind of like trolling and stuff like that and like for content, but like people were genuinely being mean and attacking the way this person looked and you know, calling them names and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of like, dog, like this is a video game that, you know, we're supposed to play and we're supposed to have fun playing, you know, like I understand people are really passionate, but at least for me, I'm like, dog, it's really not that deep. So at least for me, I don't really understand why. And you know, I guess that could be just the nature of things in the world. You know, you're always going to have people that tend to be a little bit more like extreme, take things a little bit too far, take things a little bit too personally. Honestly, I agree with the guy, and I think that there's a lot of good things to be taken away from those less desirable zombies experiences. Am I saying they're perfect? By no means. Like, no, I don't think any game that Treyarch could come out with is perfect. In my personal opinion, the closest thing to perfect zombies for me was probably Black Ops 2. Like, you know, when you had like Origins, Buried, like those kind of maps, Alcatraz and all that. And the way it played, I really kind of meshed well with Black Ops 3. But, you know, they're just opinions, you know. And no matter, like, what your thoughts are or something like that, you know, like, you could believe something and someone else could have a completely different perspective or view. And, you know, like, not everybody walks the same path. So, you know, you don't know other people's, like, experiences with certain games. You may have a bad experience and you're like, heck no, I'm never playing this game again. While this other person may love and praise this game and they hold nostalgia for it because it was the only game they played with their friends at the time or something like that. Or maybe they reunited with like some online gamer friends that they haven't heard from in a while just to get on and play the game. Whatever the case may be, you know, like I feel like being a little bit too harsh in terms of just blindlessly hating like that has no point. And I know it's the internet, and I know that, you know, like this stuff most likely is probably inevitable to some extent. But I think we just got to remember that, you know, we're all people, you know, like we're all people. We have different views, different perspectives. And, you know, there's a saying that, like, you know, opinions are kind of like, you know, like buttholes, right? Everyone's got them. Most of them stink, right? So kind of a weird saying, but like, you know, I think that kind of holds true. You know, like if you don't agree with someone's opinion, you don't have to go like crapping all over them as a person just because you don't see eye to eye on certain things. So that's all I really wanted to say with this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys agree with me, if you disagree with me. Like, I'm always for healthy communication and, you know, like back and forth and like learning and stuff like that. So If you guys have a different perspective than mine, be sure to go ahead and leave your comments in the comments section below. I know I didn't really dive too deep into necessarily my opinions about zombies. I could probably just do that in like a different video and go over the things that I really like about old zombies that I wish were in modern zombies, and things that I like about modern zombies that I think they should keep pursuing. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. And I think this pointless hate just because people have different opinions about a video game, which at the end of the day we're just supposed to be playing for fun, has no place. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya, stay safe, and can't wait for Black Ops 6 to come out. And yeah, bye bye.